graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, all the boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. About ready to get you going for some Lady Kahok soccer action as we are into the first week of May and the seasons of spring sports are winding down. Matter of fact, girls soccer is the first to get the taste of the playoffs. 1 week from tomorrow, the Collinsville Lady Kahawks will take the field here at Collinsville High School and take on the O'Fallon Panthers in regional semifinal action. But first, we have some regular season stuff to get out of the way as your Collinsville Lady Kahawks get ready to take on the Griffins of Father McGivney High School. And it is senior night here. Only one senior on the roster for this year's Kahawk team, and that would be Olivia Johnson. And she'll be recognized here in just a second, and we'll pass that on to you as you can see them setting it up right underneath our location. And as soon as Mr. Chris Kettler starts talking on the PA system here, we will go ahead and take care of that. And then we will get into our pregame coverage, which today is brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. All right, well, as you can see, they are just about ready to go with the big setup for the senior night festivities. Normally we have a lot more seniors to talk about than just one, but that's the case this year. We only have the one, and I believe that the student manager is also a senior, so they'll be honoring her here tonight as well. And looks like we're just about ready to go. And we will give way here to Chris Kettler, who is operating the scoreboard and doing the PA duties here tonight as well. JV team just lost 1-0. It was a close 0-0 battle most of the way through, and then with about 3.5 minutes left to go, Father McGivney found the back of the net, and that was it. Your 1-0 final. Matter of fact, Father McGivney had a couple of more chances there late in the last 90 seconds or so, but Collinsville stood a couple of good shots on goal with a couple of nice saves, and the game ended with the 1-0 win by Father McGivney. See all the girls lined up down there ready to greet their lone senior, who, by the way, is hurt and will be introduced as a starter here for this game, but then she'll be taken out and she won't be playing. And I found out a little while ago that Carly Van Dyke, the starting goalkeeper for this year's squad, is out for the year with an injury. And Paige Baummeyer has been getting the majority of starts in goal since then. We'll pass along some stats to you here as we get going in just a second. Alex Paz down there, and he's going to be taking the pictures. He's looking for a thumbs up. Pre-game interview is going to be with one of the assistant coaches, Hannah Liljegren. I was talking to her, and I'm like, you know, back when you were playing, I never did have a chance to do senior interviews. I wasn't doing that back then. So we're going to kind of treat it like a senior interview, and that's exactly what we did. Kind of, sort of. Went a little long, but since we've already played the Open, we're going to go ahead and take care of that anyway. Looks like they're trying to coax some more fans from the stands. Somebody. Sister, boyfriend, brother, I don't know. Whatever the case may be. Clay Smith down there. You wait for him to radio up to Mr. Keller here to tell him to get going. No, I understand it's not that long. It's not that long because it's only one person. Well, two with the manager. That's the Destiny Johnson, right? Looks like we're bringing in some more family members. Okay, I was in a hurry to get on for the senior festivities, and looks like I probably could have not jumped the gun so fast. No Brett Borm tonight, just myself. Brett has golf league on Mondays. He wasn't sure if they were still going to have it with all the rain that we've had, but apparently it's dried up enough, and they're going to play some golf, so I'll be up here by myself. Tomorrow, Brett Borm and Zach Roseman will be here. All right, got the green light. Here we go.
Thank you all for attending Our Lady Kahok Senior Night. Celebrate these two seniors, amazing young women. First up, senior number 5, Olivia Johnson. Olivia Johnson parents are Holly and Jeremy Johnson. Future plans: continue her academic career at Southwestern Illinois College and pursue a degree in diagnostic medical imaging sonography.
What's her last name? That wasn't one of the goalies, though. She's got goalkeeper.
That's our senior Olivia Johnson. Our next senior is senior team manager Nora Villasenor. Parents are Patricia Garcia and Fermin Villasenor. Future plans are continue her academic career at SIUE to pursue a degree in pathology. That's Nora Villasenor. Now at this time, seniors, the balloons you hold represent the past, present, and future. The past is the memories and friendships you have made in the soccer career that you will hopefully look back on fondly. The present is here and now. Tonight is a tribute to each and every one of you for your effort and dedication to Lady Kahok soccer program. And the future is up to you. May you enjoy life as your journey continues, and may you strive to be the best you can be in the future. Please release the balloons as your past, present, and future is applauded. That concludes our senior night festivities. Warm-up for the game is next.
All right, short and sweet senior night festivities for the only senior on the team and the senior manager on the team as well. So warm-up's getting ready to take place. This is where we're going to take our first commercial break, and we'll be back with an interview with Hannah Lilligren in just a moment as the Chiropractic Works pregame show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Softwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium, used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Hey, we have outdoor sport, and we've got some outdoor weather finally. It's cooperating. As we get ready for this Lady Kahok soccer game, as your Collinsville Kahawks take on the Griffins of Father McGivney High School. Joining us is assistant girls soccer coach Hannah Liljegren. We're going to get to know Hannah just a little bit more because we were just talking off the air that I didn't do senior interviews back when Hannah was playing under head coach Clay Smith. So we're going to kind of tackle some of that right now. Okay, so 4-year varsity player from 2013 to 2016. You were a midfielder, and as I mentioned, you played under Clay Smith, who was the head coach of the soccer program here for the girls from 2011 to 2018. And obviously, for those of you that don't know, is the current Collinsville athletic director. So you played on 2 of the 3 teams under head coach Clay Smith that went to state 3 years in a row. How much fun was that?
Oh, that is probably the highlight of my soccer career, going to state. I had a blast in college too, but being able to go to state with my best friends, who are still some of my best friends, it was some of the best memories I've ever had playing soccer.
Give me one of those memories. What's your fondest memory of that time?
My senior year, we were in overtime in the semifinal game, and Emily Holton, I don't even remember what happened. All I know is Emily Holton scored a goal, and I remember all of us freaking out, trying to keep our composure because we had to play the overtime out. And as soon as the time ran out on the clock, me, Emily Holton, Chase Richardson, and the rest of our teammates got in a big circle huddle, and we're just jumping up and down saying yay, 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 because we were just so excited to be able to go to the state finals.
And that was you as a high schooler. Do you think if you were doing that right now at this age, you would do the same thing?
Absolutely.
All right. Fourth place in 2015, second place in 2016. Equate the 2 years. I know both of them were disappointing because you didn't win first place, but I would imagine a little bit more excitement getting that second place trophy than it was getting the fourth place trophy.
Yes, absolutely. They were both two different types of years. Obviously, I was younger my junior year and still really looked up to the senior players that we were playing with. Sophia Sharos was one of them, and I remember she got a very bad injury in the state semifinals of my junior year, and I think that really took the wind out of our sails because she was such a great leader, and so it kind of seemed like the season ended pretty flat, even though we were at the state tournament. Senior year, it was a little bit more of a up at the end of the year, but it was still a really difficult loss in the state final because we lost so significantly, which was also very disappointing. But I think both years were still great experiences, and I would do my senior year over again in a heartbeat.
How long did it take you guys to finally start smiling about bringing home that second place trophy after the disappointment of not getting first place wore off?
I think it took me until we had gotten home and were at the assembly that we did right out here on the track in front of the bleachers. I was very, very disappointed in the loss, and that was really hard to get over. I think I'm over it more now. I'm still not over my final loss in college in our conference tournament, but I've gotten over the high school loss at this point.
All right, your career here at Collinsville, 8 goals, 8 assists, good for 24 points. According to the stats I read, you had 1 game-winning goal. Do you remember that?
No, not at all. I was never really a goal scorer. I was the hard worker in the middle that tried to let other people do the goal scoring because I knew I had some fantastic teammates around me. And that's the reason that we went so far. I always tell the girls here, I was never ever the best player on any team that I ever played on in soccer. But I'm glad for it because I had the experiences I did in high school and soccer. But I gave 110% every time that I stepped on the field, and so that's what we tell them is even if they're not the best player, they should still be giving their all.
All right, I'm going to take a page out of the senior interview handbook here, and we're going to do your favorite things category here. What is your favorite sweet snack?
Ooh, I'm really into the Nerds gummy clusters right now. They're really good, like Nerds ropes but cut up.
Favorite salty snack?
Salt and vinegar chips or jalapeno chips.
Okay, a lot of flavor. Kettle cook, got to have that crunch. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, which one's your favorite?
Dinner.
What's for dinner, and who's doing the cooking of that particular dish?
Probably me because Coach Koenig over there on the boys' side doesn't like to do a lot of cooking, but probably some sort of Mexican dish. I really like tacos.
I just had some Mexican for dinner, as a matter of fact. All right, your favorite restaurant?
Ooh, I love Boarding House Bistro in O'Fallon. It's a charcuterie board place. Very good.
All right, favorite kind of music?
I like a lot of stuff. I guess I would say country. Probably.
Got a favorite artist in that genre?
No.
No, just like all of it.
No, I like Luke Combs, but I never know who the singer is of any song. Ever.
All right, books or movies, which one's your favorite?
Books.
You're the first one that's answered that with the books. What's your favorite book?
My favorite book is probably either All the Light We Cannot See or The Nightingale. They're both books about World War II. But my favorite book series that I'm obsessed with is Harry Potter.
I've read all those myself. All right, so let's talk about things at hand here. You're getting ready to face Father McGivney. The season's winding down almost to a close. Playoffs start next week. Looks like you guys are kind of trending in the right direction here as of late.
I think so too. We have a tough battle this week playing 3 quality sides, and next week we go into O'Fallon as our first battle in regionals. I think we're gearing up for O'Fallon pretty well. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, and they've already beaten us twice this season. And I think we, as a collective whole, are kind of clicking a little bit better now than we were at the beginning of the season. And the girls are getting it a little bit more. We had a long talk the other day about effort and how it's not just physical, it's mental, making sure that you're locked into the game whenever you step on the field, putting in the effort to pick your teammates up, putting in the effort to get hyped up for a game. smiling before the game, getting ready to play. And so I think things are clicking into place for us, and I'm really excited for this week and next.
Hannah Liljegren, thank you for the visit. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Hannah Liljegren, one of the assistant coaches here for your Collinsville Lady Kahok soccer team. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Starters for both Father McGivney and Collinsville come your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And once again, welcome back to Collinsville High School and Kahok Stadium, to be more specific. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us as we get you set for this game between Collinsville and Father McGivney in the world of girls soccer. And we're doing things a little backwards. We did the senior night stuff, and then we did the interview, and now we're going to go over the prep sheet that I create before all these games. So here we go. Collinsville comes into this contest with a record of 5-13 overall. They are 1-8 in the Southwestern Conference. Their head coach is Jody Munoz in her third year in that capacity with a record of 13-42-7. Father McGivney, they come in here with a record of 16-3-3. They are 7-1 in conference play. They play in the Gateway Metro Conference, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they have already wrapped up the conference championship. They are 7-1. Alton Marquette is 6-2. And since Father McGivney only has a game Thursday against Triad before they begin their playoffs next week, I think it's safe to say that they won their conference championship. Their head coach is Matthew McVicker. He is in his fourth year as their head coach and has a record of 13-23-8. Well, the Lady Kahawks have already surpassed their win total from a year ago with 5 wins this year compared to 3 wins from a year ago. Lady Kahawks are trying to snap out of a 3-game losing skid, however, as they head into their final 2 non-conference meetings over the next 2 days, with tonight's meeting against Father McGivney, tomorrow's home match versus Triad, before the regular season comes to a close with the season finale at Edwardsville on Friday night. Collinsville's last game was on May the 1st, a 9-0 loss at Alton, as the Lady Redbirds exacted a little revenge for the 2-0 Collinsville win here at Kahok Stadium against Alton on April the 2nd. The previous 2 losses were both just as close, a 2-0 loss at Freeburg on April the 25th and a 1-0 loss at Orchard Farm in St. Charles Mo on the 29th. Before this current 3-game skid, Collinsville had won 3 of 4, and they come into tonight's contest 3-7 in their last 10 matches. The Griffins come into this match at Collinsville tonight riding a 4-game win streak, all 4 shutout wins, and Father McGivney has outscored those 4 opponents 32-0 in the process. This is the second 4-game win streak of the season for Father McGivney, plus a 5-match win streak and another 3-game win streak earlier this year. The Griffins have not had a losing skid at all this year. They did suffer a loss and a tie in consecutive matches twice this year. Father McGivney opened the season with a 2-0 loss to Mascoutah before winning 4 straight. A 3-1 loss at Freeburg followed that, and then a 2-2 tie versus Columbia. Then Father McGivney's 5-game win streak ended with a 1-1 tie versus Waterloo, and that was followed by a 2-1 loss at Althoff. That came right before this current 4-game win streak. Alton and Belleville West were the only other Southwestern Conference teams that Father McGivney has played, and they beat both of them. They beat Alton by a score of 4-2, and they beat Belleville West by a score of 3-1. So that's the so-called prep sheet that I have for you, and we'll take a look at some of the stats that we have for you as well. Ryland Judasek and Elena Serna lead Collinsville. Each of those 2 young ladies have 6 goals. Paige Baumeier will be in goal tonight. She is 5-6. All 5 of her wins, by the way, have come via the shutout. Sophia Rossetto is the leader in goals for Father McGivney. She has 17. They have 3 young ladies in double digits, with Sienna Strell with 13, Erin Kretzer with 12, and Natalie Beck has 10. In goal tonight is Peyton Ellis. She is 4-1-1 on the year, and she has 2 shutouts to her credit. So you are all in the know now. As far as I know, now you know. The only thing we don't know are the starters. They're getting ready to be introduced here to this crowd that is gathered here for senior night at Collinsville High School. And we are going to take one more break, and when we come back, we will pass those starters along to you, and we will do that here in just a few minutes on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that, as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
And once again, we welcome you back here to Kahok Stadium at Collinsville High School. It is a beautiful day for a little outdoor sports, finally. And we got some Lady Kahok soccer coming your way here before we try to stay outdoors all week. Got some softball scheduled tomorrow, day off on Wednesday because I have Washer League, you know. And then baseball on Thursday and more softball on Friday, but we'll see how the weather wants to cooperate. Expecting a lot of rain tonight, overnight, so we'll see how the fields hold up for tomorrow. And then we have more rain coming in early morning, late afternoon on Wednesday, and we'll see if we can get the fields dried up for everything to go on Thursday. Matter of fact, we already had a rain out today. Softball team was supposed to play at Alton. They canceled that one and moved it to Friday. Friday, I was already planning on doing the softball game at home against Triad, so now I'm just going to switch gears and head up north and do the softball game between Collinsville and Alton. I've been told that there is room in the press box for me there, so that is the plan for Friday. Thursday kind of still up in the air. If they end up playing a doubleheader tomorrow at O'Fallon instead of playing O'Fallon at O'Fallon tomorrow and then home against O'Fallon on Thursday, then I'm just going to switch things up and do a little boys volleyball for you on Thursday. So everything kind of up in the air, remains to be seen. Here are your starters for this contest between Father McGivney and Collinsville. Father McGivney has in goal number 99, a sophomore goalkeeper in Peyton Ellis. In front of Peyton Ellis, you will find Sienna Strell, Sophia Rossetto, Aaron Kretzer, Emerson Isringhausen, Bryn Hawkins, Devin Ellis, Lily Forneris, Elena Ryback, Sophia Miniman, and Natalie Beck. Collinsville will have Paige Bonemeyer in goal once again, the freshman goalkeeper, in place of the injured sophomore goalkeeper Carly Van Dyke. And in front of Paige, you will find Ava and Ellis Smith. The twins are both juniors. Olivia Johnson, she got the starting nod, but she is going to go ahead and head out of the game right now. She gets a round of applause because she's injured and cannot play. And in her stead will be, looks like Liliana Lira is going to come out. So Olivia Johnson out and Lyra is in. Morgan Lang out there as well. Ella Borm, Rylan Judasek, Ashley Giannini, Addie Munoz, Carly Call, and Elena Serna is out there. Got a hat trick in that 6-0 win against Centralia earlier in the year. We are underway under bright and sunny conditions. It's a little cooler than what normally would be this time of year. I believe temperature is right around 75. We're probably right around 70 degrees here today. It was mostly cloudy all day long until I got home around 2:30 from work, and the sun decided to come out, and everything's kind of bright and sunshiny now. We're just underway. We're 1 minute in case you're just joining us. JV team lost 1-0 to Father McGivney. It was a 0-0 score for the majority of the game. Father McGivney got on the board with about 3.5 minutes to go in that JV game, and they held on for the win by a score of 1-0. Here is the varsity action in front of you on your screen. Collinsville out there in their all-purple uniforms. Got a little white trim going down the sides. Numbers on the fronts and the backs are in white. Speaking of white, that's Father McGivney's uniform choice here this afternoon or this evening, as they are all dressed in white. They have on the royal blue numbers on the fronts and the backs, and they are in control of the ball right now as they send it back on the defensive side of things, looking for a little breakout opportunity. Sophia Rossetto sends the ball up, but Collinsville intercepts it. That is Carly Call over there that picked off that pass and tried to send it up for one of the Smith twins. That would be Ellis Smith all the way over there on the far side. No Brett Borm tonight. He's got golf league. So yours truly is up here playing solo. We'll have Sydney Carroll to come up for the post-game interview if she remembers. If she doesn't, she'll come up here and get on the microphone and be out of breath. All right, we're just underway here in this first half between Collinsville and Father McGivney. Collinsville, as I mentioned, only has a handful of games left. Tomorrow versus Triad. Zach Roseman and Mr. Brett Borm will have that game for you on the Kahok Broadcast Club Student Network. Friday at Edwardsville, and that'll wrap up the regular season before Collinsville returns here to the home pitch 1 week from tomorrow to open up playoff action. Regional semifinal game between Collinsville and O'Fallon set for 5 p.m. After this game here tonight for Father McGivney, they have a game at Triad on Thursday, and then they will take to the pitch at home also. They get to play their regional at home. There's a shot on goal and a save by Ellis. And Father McGivney, as I said, will be playing on their home pitch for their regional semifinal, and that's going to take place on Saturday. As a matter of fact, this coming Saturday, 1A is where they play, and they were going to take on Maryville Christian in their regional semifinal. So Collinsville with a shot on goal. Nothing doing, though, as Peyton Ellis didn't have any problems with the save. And now a goal kick restart coming up here for Paige Bonnemeyer. Paige, the freshman, been pushed into varsity duty here with the injury to Carly Van Dyke. She is out for the rest of the year. But Paige has been playing pretty well. Like I said, she has 5 wins on the year, and all 5 of those wins have come via the shutout. So she does a pretty sturdy job in goal. Here is Serna. She throws the ball in, and getting there first was Father McGivney. They try to wrestle it back away. They do so over here on this near sideline. That is Strell. Strell will send the ball back over to Devin Ellis. Ellis will send the ball all the way over to the far side, but a little bit too far for Natalie Beck to take control of. So Collinsville will have a throw-in, and that is Carly Call standing in front of the Father McGivney bench and their head coach, Matthew McVicker. Back to the defense it goes now for the Griffins. We are approaching the first 5 minutes completed here in this first half. No score as of yet. Collinsville has the only shot on goal. Borm knocks that ball down, and then it gets past the defense, but it's going to roll out of bounds before it can be caught by Strell. And Collinsville will have another throw-in. They'll do it over here on this side, and it'll be Ella Borm who will take this throw-in. Throws it just up toward midfield and off of the body of Ava Smith and out of bounds, and now it's going to belong to Father McGivney. Lily Forneris will handle the throw-in responsibilities here. She's in the shade of the press box and throws it back into the sunshine and taking over and sending it up. That was Rossetto, now to midfield, and Father McGivney starts their attack. Here is Ryback. Ryback all the way over to the far sideline, but again, a little bit too far on the pass for Natalie Beck to take control, so it'll be another Collinsville throw-in, but from far away, Carly Call will take this throw-in once again for the Kahawks. Up the line and in front of the Kahawk bench it goes, and ran into first there by Lyra, and that's where the ball kind of stays there for a moment. Father McGivney trying to take over and penetrate a little offensive zone opportunity here. They keep it down there, send it up, offense on the move, and Giannini back, and she'll get the ball out of harm's way and send it across the near side sideline, and it'll be a throw-in coming up here for Father McGivney. Throw-in, bounces off one of the McGivney players and then ends up going out of bounds, so Collinsville with another throw-in themselves, and on this side of the field, job responsibility belongs to Ella Borm. Borm throws the ball up, trying to find Serna. Off of the head there of Hawkins for Father McGivney, back out toward the midfielders. Father McGivney gets there first. Here is Miniman, and she has the ball stolen from her, and here comes Serna. Elena Serna with a hat trick in the game against Centralia here not too long ago. That tied her for the team lead with Rylan Judasek. They have 6 each. Ashley Giannini has 4. No one into double digits as of yet for Collinsville, with just 2 games remaining in the regular season after this one. Ellis sends the ball all the way down, and that ball is going to go right out of bounds in between the 2 benches. 7 minutes gone here in this first half. No score as of yet between Father McGivney. They had a couple of 9-0 shutouts, 2 of their last 4 games. All of them have been shutouts, and they've outscored their opponents in that time 32-0. So they've had a couple of few games where they've had a lot of goals. An opportunity for a chance here. Here is Strell. Strell just outside the 18-yard box over here on this near sideline. She's got a double-teamed. And that double team kind of helped out as Serna gets the ball on her foot, and she'll send it all the way back out to midfield. Crosses the 50-yard line here on the football markings, and then Father McGivney takes over again. Here is Devin Ellis. Ellis sends the ball up, and it's going to roll right into the bench belonging to the Griffins. And a throw in over on the far side from one side of the field to the other side, and it ends up finding Addie Munoz. Munoz will send the ball over, trying to get the ball to Ella Smith, but that just eluded her. Throw in coming from Ryback over there in front of the Kahawk bench. And it comes right back toward Ryback, but out of bounds. So another throw in here for Ryback. This time in front of Coach Munoz, Coach Sydney Carroll, and Coach Hannah Liljegren, as well as Josh Boyd. They're all sitting down there toward the right side of that bench. And an opportunity, and that one's sent over to the corner, and across the end line it'll go. And Collinsville will have a goal kick restart as soon as Bonmeyer finds the ball. Bonmeyer. Outside of the 6-yard box, right there on the corner. And out to midfield on a low line drive off of the head of Kretzer and all the way back down. Giannini, she'll try to settle it down and did so for a second, but luckily she came back and got it as that ball ended up being an opportunity there for Father McGivney, and then that one goes off with a leg of Serna and out of bounds. So a throw in coming up over here for Forneris, and Forneris immediately finds Hawkins. Hawkins will send it all the way back to midfield for Ellis. Ellis with her head up, looking for a place to move to and send the ball to, and finally finds Kretzer. Kretzer gets taken care of there by Judasek. Judasek doing a nice job of holding off Kretzer. And then it goes back out once again to the defensive 3 of Father McGivney. They'll send it over here to this side now for Ellis. Ellis off of her foot, and it rolls toward the sideline. It'll go out of bounds, and Collinsville will have the throw in. Ella Borm will handle that once again. So the baseball game at Nashville rained out as well. No remake date for that one since it wasn't a conference game. Time is running out. The seedings for baseball will be out later this week, and the schedule for the postseason will come out as well. And then we'll be all set as far as all the schedules for all the postseason games are concerned. We already have the soccer postseason schedule and the volleyball postseason schedule. Volleyballers will take on Althoff in the first regional matchup. That'll be at Belleville West on May the 20th. That's a 7:30 game. 3 games that day, and Collinsville has the last one. In the regionals taking place here for soccer, Collinsville has the first game, the 5 p.m. game. Into the middle it goes, as we are a little over 10 minutes into this first half. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Father McGivney. Collinsville has the only shot on goal as McGivney works the ball up offside, and Collinsville will get the ball back. After Wednesday's rain, I believe that there's no rain in the forecast for the next 4 or 5 days after that. And we went from a drought here to too much rain. My grass at home is just constantly wet. Every time I cut it, it just sticks everywhere. Been a very rainy spring so far. I think we had 8 inches of rain in the month of April alone. And with all the rain we've had over the last week and got some more rain coming over here in the next few days, we might catch that 8 inches here before the first half of May is through. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Father McGivney, and the Griffins trying to chase the ball down, but once again the pass eludes Natalie Beck. And Collinsville will have the throw in. It'll be Carly Call taking that all the way over on the far sideline. Does so off of the leg of Ava Smith. Gets it to Judasek. Judasek back over to Carly Call. Call sends the ball up to midfield, and Smith continues that progress through the logo here right at midfield at Kahok Stadium. And then a loose ball will come all the way up and find Kretzer. Kretzer sends it back to the midfielders, and the midfielders back to the defense, and the defense goes back to work. Here is Carissa Spate. She'll send the ball over in front of the Kahok bench. A little over pursuit there by Call. She's going to have to get back. Judasek all over the dribbler there and kind of disrupts things for a moment. Now Smith gets in on the action. Over to Call. Carly trying to chase the ball down in front of her own bench, but got bumped off of there by Beck. And now it looks like we're going to have a couple of substitutions here for Collinsville, as Mariana Everett and Ava DiGirolamo checked into the game for the first time tonight. Looks like Lyra and one of the Smith twins going out. Play back out to midfield, and the defense takes over once again for Father McGivney. They'll send it on up to Hawkins. Hawkins sends it over to this side for Fornaris. And Collinsville takes over from there. Here is Serna. Serna sends the ball up to Judasek. Judasek was ready to pass the ball up to Ava Smith, but that ball got blocked. And now a loose ball picked up there by Father McGivney. A little bump and run by Ella Borm. Didn't materialize totally, but here is Everett. Everett over to Call. Judasek there as well. And the ball finds Morgan Lang. Lang sends the ball over to this side now for Serna. Serna looking up, has a player in the middle, trying to get past a couple of defenders, throws it in the middle. Collinsville couldn't get there first, though. And then the ball ends up coming onto the feet of Rossetto. Rossetto sends it over to the far side in front of their own bench for the Griffins. And then Giannini kind of disrupt things for a minute, but she has to kind of retreat, does so quite nicely as well, and sends it back over here to Serna. Serna had that ball go right in between her legs and punched away by Hawkins for a moment. And back out to midfield we go. Judasek punches that ball right through back to the defense as the Kahawks look to spend a little time in the offensive zone. Neither team has had much offensive zone presence here so far. Collinsville had an early shot on goal, the only shot on goal that we've had so far. Here is Ellis. That would be Devin Ellis. Sends the ball all the way over to the far side now in front of the Griffins bench. Comes out yet again for the defense. This time they get it up to Miniman. Miniman will go ahead and send it back over to the defense once again, and then over to this side now for Ellis again. Ellis, one of the captains out there wearing the green armband, as well as Carissa Spate. Collinsville has Ashley Giannini. And I believe Morgan Lang is the other one. Not really spotting that armband right now, though. I don't think Lang's out there, to tell you the truth. She might be. I just can't see her right now. Yeah, there she is. All right, I found her. Here is Judasek. Judasek sends the ball over here for Serna. Serna getting some pressure from behind. Had those eyes behind her head. Sends it back over to Borm. Ella Borm sends it over to the midfield circle, and just outside the circle, it's picked off there, but Borm picks it off right back, sends the ball up now for Everwright. Everwright couldn't contain, and back to Call we go. Carly trying to send it over to the far side to spring one of her teammates up there, but that ball was stepped in front of by Beck. Beck sends the ball all the way over here to this side. Can she catch up with it? No. Sienna Strell could not, so Collinsville will have another throw-in just outside of the 18-yard box. And once again, it'll be Ella Borm to handle those responsibilities. Borm up the sideline, off the back of the head there of Ava Smith. Trying to get there first was Everwright, but Father McGivney got there first. Collinsville intercepts anyway, and they bring the ball up across midfield. Trying to send the ball up to Everwright, but let her a little bit too far, and now a shot from the defense back to Peyton Ellis in goal. Give her a little bit of work. And the ball in front of the McGivney bench as one of the forwards for Father McGivney kind of fell down going for the ball, but Collinsville couldn't finish as that ball jumped right over the foot of Ava DiGirolamo and out of bounds. 23.5 minutes to go here in this first half. No score yet between Collinsville and Father McGivney. Glad that you were with us. Cardinals are in action tonight. After dropping 2 out of 3 to the Chicago White Sox, who came in to that 3-game series having only won 6 games all year and only 1 road game. Well, now they've won 2 of 3, and now they have 3 road wins. They doubled up their road wins in 1 visit to Busch Stadium. So we'll pass along any score that we have for you for the Cardinals game as they're at home taking on the New York Mets when we get to our Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Other than that, I had some volleyball going on in the gymnasium earlier, so we can pass that along to you. But as I mentioned, softball and baseball rained out for the day. Liliana Lira checks back in. And Ava Smith to the bench now for Collinsville as that ball goes back into the defensive zone. That belongs to Father McGivney. And here is Spate. Spate sends it over to the far sideline and then right up to midfield. Taking over there is Beck. Back to the defense. And taken care of there by Giannini. She'll settle the ball down and try to make a move, and over on the far sideline, no good there. Back to the defense once again for Father McGivney off of the back of Lyra. Spins around for a moment inside the big logo area at Kahok Stadium. And a header, but I don't know if Strell's going to be able to catch up with it, besides it was offside. So Collinsville will get the ball back. We are approaching the halfway mark of this first half. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Father McGivney. With the sun setting, the shadows of the press box growing a little bit longer across the field. Nice little bit of a breeze, nothing major. Flag's not moving too much, so just a slight breeze, which has been a nice kind of sigh of relief there because, man, I tell you what, we've had some games earlier this year from the soccer world where it was just windy and cold. It's never windy when it's hot. It's only windy when it's cold. Father McGivney takes over, sends the ball all the way down, and that one is going to roll into the far side of the 18-yard box, handled over there by Bonnemeyer. And Bonnemeyer will send us back to work. Got a little air underneath that one. And it takes a bounce at midfield and heads into the Collinsville offensive zone. And the Griffins will send it back to their defense. Here is Spate. Spate sends it over to the far side, but did not get it far enough. And then a little poke up forward, but nowhere near Everright as she was getting to that spot where the ball ended up. And now a loose ball once again taken care of here by the McGivney defense. And a nice job taking care of that loose ball by Serna. Serna trying to send it up to spring a little action here. And now we're going to have a free kick for Collinsville, and it's going to come from about 45 yards out. We are halfway through the first half. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Father McGivney. Ashley Giannini will take this free kick 45 yards away. Let's see what she can do. It's on the way. A little chip shot, and that one's going to take a bounce, and Ellis gets there just as she was bumped into by Serna. And Ellis will throw the ball on out, and Collinsville will send the ball on out. Borm kind of mishit that one. It was coming right to her, and she ended up kicking it out of bounds. She had Everright over there in the middle of the pitch, hoping that she was going to end up getting that ball. Throw in coming up here for Father McGivney. And Harper Detmers. And Detmers comes into the game for the first time. Here's Collinsville and Everright. Everright will send it back to the midcourt logo. And bringing the ball up, that was Abby Munoz. Munoz sends it over here now for Borm, but Borm overran the ball. Retreats and gets the ball right back. Sends it back over to Carly sends the ball up and finds Lyra. Lyra trying to get a little help. Here is Judasek. Ryland, she was on fire there for a while as a goal scorer for Collinsville. That ball kind of spins off of the shoulder there of Forneris. And a chance for Collinsville behind the goal. And in front. And a save by the defense. Loose ball still, and that ends up being poked out of bounds. Collinsville will have a throw in. Nice try there by Elena Serna. She almost, if she would have had just a slight of a bit of more room, she could have got that ball more of an angle and across the goal line instead of parallel with the goal line. Everright goes out for Collinsville. A throw-in coming up here from Ella Borm. And Abby Mayhew off of the JV squad makes an appearance here in this varsity game. There, a little run-in going on there, man. Now we're going to have a foul call. This one's going to go against Munoz. She got ran into and decided she didn't like that. Kind of shoved the Lady Griffin player down. And it's going to be a free kick here coming up for Father McGivney, but it's going to be from about 80 yards out. And Borm had to go over her head. Misjudged it, trying to judge that ball for a header there, but Giannini picking up the trash that was left behind, and it ends up going out of bounds, and it'll belong to Collinsville, and Ella Borm will have another throw-in opportunity as Ava DiGirolamo goes out. Ella Smith checks back in for the Lady Kahawks. Borm ready with the throw-in. Finds the foot of Alira, and then that ball knocked out of bounds. And now the possession arrow changes, if you will. Father McGivney now with it. Back out to midfield it goes, and that is Devin Ellis. Ellis lost the ball, has to retreat. Brings the ball up. Nicely done there. Here is Serna. Serna cuts across the midfield logo and puts the ball onto the foot of Lyra, but hit her in the shin and kind of went the opposite direction. Now Judasek will pick off a pass and then give the ball back up. And Father McGivney trying once again to gain a little offense. Giannini's going to get there first. She'll poke that ball back over to Bonnemeyer. Bonnemeyer almost mishit it, got bumped off the ball, and then we'll just send it across the sideline. So each goalkeeper has gotten a little body contact with a couple of forwards here. That one supplied by Emerson Isringhausen. Yeah, I called a foul on Isringhausen, so Collinsville will get the free kick, and it'll be taken just inside the 18-yard box here by Bonnemeyer. Bonnemeyer, they'll send the ball all the way out to midfield. Not bad when the ball's sitting on the ground like that. Takes a nice Collinsville roll into the offensive zone. And now McGivney back on defense once again. Will send the ball back up through that logo area. All the way to Ashley Giannini. Giannini pokes the ball up, but to the wrong person. And there is a pass, kind of, that had a little bit too much juice on it, and it rolls all the way to the Kahok freshman goalkeeper, Paige Bonnemeyer. As we approach 15 minutes left to play here in this first half, Bonnemeyer will send the ball out. All the way back out to midfield off of Judasek, and Carly Call will send the ball up, and it'll roll right into the Father McGivney bench. Now the ball in front of the Kahok bench. Call trying to track it down, getting a little bit of competition over there, and sends the ball up to Smith. Smith sends the ball over to Judasek. Judasek will send the ball back to the defense, and it'll be Bonnemeyer. She'll just slam that ball all the way back out toward midfield. And Lyra trying to give it to Judasek, but a little bit too far for her, and Royland will just send it back to Bonnemeyer once again. And Page sends the ball all the way back out to midfield, taken there first by the defender for Father McGivney on a nice play, as Devin Ellis got stepped in front of by Abby Mayhew, but Mayhew couldn't continue. Mayhew had a goal at Belleville West in that JV game right before the game that we did. A little clogged up here over on the sideline, but it stays fair, and Father McGivney will get it and send it over to Peyton Ellis. Ellis outside of the 18-yard box. We'll just poke the ball on up now for Ellis. That would be Devin Ellis. So Peyton to Devin. Here is Judasek. Sends the ball up and almost got it right back. Stopped her run toward the ball when she saw that Lyra was coming back after it, and then she stopped when she saw Judasek. So both of them stopped, and Father McGivney had an opportunity to regain possession, which they did for a moment. Here is Lyra back over to Judasek. Judasek comes from the middle of the field, sends it up the sideline. Serna with an opportunity, but she can't find the ball. And then it comes down for Father McGivney, and then a shot taken there by Lyra, but that was off of the body of the defender that was sitting in front. Back over here to Ella Borm. Borm looked like she was getting ready to lay into a shot, but she got blocked out at the last moment by Strell. And now back out to midfield. Here is Rossetto. Rossetto sends it all the way over. It's going to take a bounce into the Kahok bench. Carly Call will have the throw in from there. Loose ball. Father McGivney's defense will take over. Spate. Back to Ellis. Wears number 99 on her jersey. Highest number Collinsville has is 23. Here is Devin Ellis. She'll circle around with the ball. Collinsville has a couple of players over there. Can't intercept and continue. So the Griffins take over on defense. We're down to 12 minutes to go here in this first half. That one's going to roll all the way around to the edge of the 18-yard box. Giannini will chase it down and step right in front of Strell, and then that ball will go out of bounds, and we are going to have a goal kick restart here as each player's teams want to make some substitutions. Ava Smith comes back in. Natalie Beck and Mira Alvers check into the game for Father McGivney. Alvers for the first time tonight. Bonnemeyer gets us back to action. Comes all the way up to Judasek off of her shin, and not exactly what she was looking to do, as that ball ends up finding a player over on the far sideline, and a shot that was right on goal. First shot on goal of the night for Father McGivney, but Bonnemeyer was there on that far side post to scoop it up before any damage could be done. High, all the way back out to midfield, takes a bounce into the Collinsville offensive zone. Now they're trying to keep it down there for a moment. And then a couple of players run into each other, and backwards it goes. Over toward us to Spate. Spate Sends the ball up, comes right back, this time now for Fornaris. Fornaris got taken off the ball. Mayhew sets it up and gives it up to Serna, but Serna couldn't continue. Smith tried to get in there off of one of the Kahok players and poked up deeper into the offensive zone there by Lyra, and then back out to midfield we go. And Giannini off of her head sends it all the way back up. Both the Smith girls are out there, Ava and Ella. And back over to the defense it goes, and the defense sends it over to the far sideline, and no one can catch up with it, excluding Harper Detmers, who gave it the first go. Looks like it got a little glitching going on here with the huddle camera. Not as bad as it was for track and field the other day, though. Doesn't appear to be. I had to go and open my mouth. Yeah, as soon as I say something, it freezes up, right? That's me. I did the black screen thing, trying to double click on it, see if I can get it to stop doing that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We are approaching 9 minutes to go here in this first half. Here is Father McGivney. They get the ball up into the box, and it's going to be scooped up by Bonnemeyer before any further damage can be done. Yep, still got some glitching going on. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop it from doing that. So your guess is as good as mine. I am plugged in to the internet, which is the same internet plug-in that the huddle camera uses, so I'm not sure why everything is glitching and freezing. Might have to look into shutting this down at halftime and starting it all up again, because I know that's not fun to watch. Here is Call. Sends the ball up to Giannini. So we might have to forego the Woods Basement Systems halftime show just to shut everything down and fire everything back up again, if this doesn't correct itself, which it doesn't look like it's going to. I don't understand why that happens. Honestly, I don't. I know how to get myself on the air, and that's about the extent of my expertise on the whole computer stuff. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Father McGivney. 7:35 left to play here in this first half. We are definitely going to have to shut it down at the end of this half. Here is Smith. And that would be Ava. Tried to get the ball over to the twin sister Ella, but couldn't complete. And then Lyra taken down from behind by Aaron Kretzer. So Collinsville will have a free kick here from midfield. Now stop, start, slow motion. Got the trails going on. And a kick by Giannini, and then a bouncing ball that's going to bounce on one hop right to Ellis. Ellis goes bowling, sends the ball right down to Detmers. Detmers sends the ball up toward midfield. Collinsville almost got the intercept there. But right now the defense playing a little tic-tac-toe with it. And here once again is Devin Ellis. And all the way up it goes to Mia Alvers. Alvers being chased down by Giannini, and Giannini will poke that ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Father McGivney as Griffins want to make another substitution. Heading out is Bryn Hawkins, and it looks like Sienna Strell checks back in. And the throw-in comes right into the middle of the box. That's kind of dangerous. And then Vonnemeyer will come out and take a dive. She gets back up before any other further damage can be done. Judasek intercepts it and will send the ball back out toward midfield on a couple of bounces. And speaking of bounces, off of the head of Ellis, and Collinsville looking to take over. Here is DiGirolamo. DiGirolamo sends it back. Judasek gets it over to Giannini. Giannini gets the ball all the way up to Ella Smith. Ella tries to find Sister Ava. Couldn't complete the pass, though. And now a loose ball that's going to be chased down here by Devin Ellis, who will give it up to Peyton Ellis. She'll send the ball back over to Devin. 5.5 minutes to go here in this first half. No score between Collinsville and Father McGivney. Here is Judasek. Judasek, she gets tripped down from behind. No call there. And now the Griffins will send the ball up and over onto the far side sideline once again. Alvers sends the ball into the middle. And Giannini gets there first, sends it all the way back out. And the first one to touch it is Ava Smith. Ava gets it over to twin sister Ella Smith. Smith sends the ball on up now for Serna. Serna in front of the opposition's bench, getting double teamed over there. Got another one coming up on the trail. And now a little tug of war going on over there between the two players. That was won by Father McGivney. And then Peyton Ellis will send the ball all the way back out to almost midfield. That's where Carly Call caught up to it and sent the ball back up right in front of the bench belonging to the Griffins with 4.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Mets lead the Cardinals 1-0. That game is still in the first. Just got started over at Busch Stadium. Here is Giannini. Giannini trying to wait for that ball to settle down a little bit. She didn't know whether to use her head or let it fall to her feet. And then Collinsville will get the ball back and send it upfield into the offensive zone, and the defense will send it back to the keeper. Here is Ellis. Ellis sends the ball over to the far side, and that goes off of the body of Ella Smith and straight out of bounds. So a throw-in coming up here for the Griffins as we approach 3:45 left to play here in this first half. No score as of yet. Each team just one shot on goal. Really not sure what goes on with this whole internet thing when all that happens. I mean, that was the whole reason we got a Ethernet cord up here in the box so I could plug in and be on the same network as the huddle camera. Who knows? Atmospheric conditions, sunspots, sunbursts. Who knows? Here is Ella Borm. Borm sends it back to Giannini, and Giannini will send the ball back down to midfield. Takes a roll. Trying to catch up with it is Serna, but she was blocked off in that process by Spate. And then one Ellis gets it up to the other Ellis, and then to Giannini. Giannini just stuck that leg out there and stopped that. Judasek catches up with it, tries to turn the corner to head upfield, runs into another defender there for Father McGivney. And then all the way back down. And I can't unplug and then get out my camera because the only people up here in the booth are myself and Chris Kettler. And Chris Kettler is on the PA and the scoreboard, so wouldn't have anybody to run the camera in the first place, like back in the old days before we got these huddle cameras. When they work well, they work well. When they don't, well, you see what's happening on your screen. We'll see if shutting everything down will take care of that. We got about 2:15 left to go here in this first half. And the ball up for Father McGivney, and a chance here for the Griffins, and a shot that goes well wide of the goal. And another goal kick restart coming up here for Paige Bonnemeyer.
Substitution number 22, Liliana Lira.
Lira will check back in. Less than 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Bonnemeyer will send us back to work here in just a second. She does. A little low line drive shot goes over the first couple of bodies. And then a rolling ball, and Giannini is going to make sure that she blocks out her player. And another goal kick restart coming up here for Bonnemeyer. Back out toward midfield. Giannini sends it up with 1 minute left to play here in this first half. Here is Smith. That's Ava Smith. Sends the ball up, but the defense gets there first. That is Ellis. Now Collinsville's Morgan Lang will take over. Lang gets bumped off the ball. Judasek steps into it, but couldn't get the ball cleanly on her foot. We'll go back to the defense, and Giannini once again will track it down first and just tap the ball back to Bonnemeyer. Bonnemeyer will send the ball back out to midfield. 35 seconds to go here in this first half. Comes back down. Now the defense takes over here for the Griffins. They'll send it back up to midfield, and it gets past both Ella Borm as well as Emerson Isringhausen. Isringhausen will get there first, and then a nice job there by Munoz to cut her off, and then Isringhausen takes down Munoz. And Collinsville will have a free kick here from just inside the box, but they're not going to have enough time to do anything as the buzzer sounds, and that's the end of the first half. All right, so we're going to shut everything down. We'll fire everything back up and see if that doesn't help things out. So just log back on to the Kahok Sports Network YouTube channel here in probably about 5 minutes. We'll see if we got anything situated or not. So we'll be back in